Here's some more silly rude jokes. Enjoy. The Penguin. A very horny man is walking down a street. Entering the first whorehouse he can find, he's quickly kicked out for only offering $5. He enters the second and is kicked out again. By now he's so horny he feels like he's about to explode. He tries his luck at the next and with a weak voice says, "I'm very horny. I've got only $2 and would really use a blowjob." The attending guy assuredly answers, "Worry not. With $5 we can offer you a penguin." "What's a penguin?" the horny man asks. "Wait and see." The attendant quickly takes the $5 and asks the horny man to follow him into a bedroom. Happy to get something out of it, the man pulls down his pants and lies in waiting. Soon enough, a prostitute walks into the room and starts giving the man the blowjob of his life. At the point the man's about to ejaculate, she stops and walks out of the room. Confused, and with his pants dragging at his ankles, the man waddles behind her shouting, "What's a penguin? Hey, please answer. What's a penguin?" A young man accompanies his manager as he's walking down the docks. With every docker they meet, the manager bets with him that the young man has the ability to make love to 100 women one by one without resting, with the assurance that each woman will be satisfied. Betting begins and all parties agree that they would meet up the next day. The following day, a group of 100 women is lined up at the dock. The guy moves straight to work, and, just as was promised, he is able to move from one woman to the next without pausing, and each report that they've been satisfied. He goes down the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 49, 50, 51, and begins to slow down upon reaching 83, 84, 85, but he's still relentless and determined to reach his goal. The women continue to speak about how satisfied each of them is. The guy moves on to 97, 98, 99, and before reaching the last woman, he gets a heart attack and dies. The manager is puzzled and bewildered, saying that he does not understand how this could happen, because the guy had done it perfectly during practice earlier in the morning. 3 nuns die at the same time, and all proceed to heaven. St. Peter is excited to meet them at the pearly gates. He's impressed by the exemplary lives they have led, allows each to give a woman's name, and promises that each would return to earth as that person. The nuns begin to mention names. The first says Sophia Loren, and as she says that, poof, she's gone. The second walks closer, Madonna, and she's gone too. Sarah Piplini, the third nun says. Peter does not know who that is. Perplexed, he asks, "Who's that?" The nurse passes a newspaper clipping to him. He reads the headline and sadly tells the nun, "So sorry, sister, but I think you got it all wrong." The article is talking about the Sahara pipeline that was laid by 1,400 men in just 6 months. A man went to see a urologist. In the examination room, he warned his doctor not to laugh. "Of course I cannot laugh," the doctor assured him. "I'm a professional, and in my more than 20 years long career, I have never laughed at my patient." "All right," the man said as he breathed a sigh of relief. He went on to unzip and drop his trousers, revealing the tiniest, littlest wiener the doctor ever saw. Its size was like that of a AAA battery. The doctor was baffled and unable to control himself. He started giggling, laughing hysterically, and even rolled on the ground. 10 minutes passed before he was able to regain composure and stand on his feet. "I apologize," the doctor said to the young man. "I really am. I do not understand what came over me. On my honour as a gentleman and a medical professional, I promise that it won't happen again. Now, what's the problem?" "It's swollen," the worried man replied. There once lived an intelligent boy. He was attending high school and was what you would now consider a nerd. That said, he was running a lab in the basement of his parents' home, and one night he walked up to his dad and said, "Dad, see what I just made." The boy poured the liquid he was carrying into a bucket of soil, and some grass grew instantly. The dad was quite impressed by what his son could do, and he asked his son to make something that would make a penis grow. Not one to be turned down by a challenge, the son thought for a moment and told his dad that if he successfully made that fluid, the dad would have to agree to get him a convertible. The dad agreed, and the deal was sealed. The next day the son walked out of his lab and presented his dad with a vial. Early the next morning the father walked up to him, beaming with excitement. He told his son that he had something to gift him. Getting to the front yard, there was a cherry-red Ferrari. The son was overwhelmed and asked, "I only asked you to give me a convertible, right?" "Sure," the dad replied. Your convertible is stored away in the garage. Your mother bought the Ferrari. Paul was trying to find his way down a crowded street during a fair when he suddenly spotted a palm reader. He stopped and went to sit at her table. For just $15, I would read your love line and predict your romantic future, the old mystery woman said. Paul was happy, and he readily agreed. The lady took a glance at the palm and said, I see that you do not have a girlfriend. That's true, Paul confirmed. Oh my, you are exceedingly lonesome, aren't you? I am, Paul admitted shamefully. That is so accurate. You can tell all that from reading my love line. A love line? No, your calluses. A young wife was worried that their sex life was less than exciting, and she decided that her husband should see a therapist, who ended up treating him using self-hypnosis. The wife was astounded by how quickly things improved. However, she noticed that each night before the love-making started, the husband dashed into the bathroom and remained there for several minutes. This habit tortured her until she decided to follow him one night. In the bathroom, she found him standing in front of the mirror practicing his therapeutic technique. She isn't my wife. She isn't my wife. She isn't my wife. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and press the wee bell notification. And a huge big thank you to all my subscribers and patrons. See you next week. Bye bye.